Hello everyone, I'm Erica.
And I'm Akilah.
Welcome to HeartsChat. So tonight we're going to be talking with a special guest about her natural hair journey and how, natural hair affects your self-esteem and, different things like that. So before we get into it, we're going to just share our experience with natural hair. So, Akilah, you are a naturalista. You have been for a while.
Yeah, August 2011 is when I went. And I've definitely been through different changes and things like that. Right now, I'm a lazy naturalista. I need to get back into it.
Yeah.
When I first started, I was like, yeah. And now I'm like, let me put it in this bun real quick. I don't got time. But no, I love it. It's hard, but I love it.
Well, nice. I mean, I'm on my way, so I hope I can get there. I have my struggles. I got a relaxer when I was like 5. So doing all that, and even with one, I have a lot of hair. It's thick. It's always been hard, So I haven't had one since April. So I'm on my way. And, I've been trying different hairstyles. So, yeah, it's really cool. And my sister, she's our special guest, my sister Ashley. She talks about her natural hair and, she's all about that. And tips, and not only just her hair, because she's always giving me hair tips, but just how it feels, personally on the inside and what she thinks about herself and things like that, from having natural hair. And then how she felt when she wasn't natural. So we have Ashley here with us. And she's going to tell us about her journey. Hey, Ashley.
Hi, you guys. Thank you so much for having me on you all show.
No problem. Thanks for doing it. So, Ashley, can you tell us what inspired you to be natural?
Sure, yes. It all started back because I went to Ohio University, and I was getting my bachelor's in health services administration. And there comes this time in your life where it's like, okay, I've got my degree, but what do I do with it now? And so going through that time period of just thinking about what I wanted to do with my life, I started to think a bit differently about the different possibilities. And, as I'm going through different possibilities, I came across a couple of things I wanted to go into as far as a career. But in the other time, I came across this young, lovely lady. Her name is Jessica, and she goes by Mahogany Curls, and she's this big YouTuber. And she started sharing her hair journey on YouTube of how she decided to cut her hair off and start over and just love herself on how her hair was naturally, what word am I searching for? How her hair was naturally supposed to be, how she was born with her hair. And she just took you through the whole journey of how she started. And I started to think, okay, I'm starting a new journey in my life. I'm trying to find myself, what career I want to go into. Why didn't I start my own hair journey too? And little did I know, as I started my hair journey, it would start on a journey of where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do. And that's when I figured out what it was I wanted to do and started my master's program. But as I was starting my master's program, I went through my hair journey. It took me about a year, actually, to go through the transition of having a perm to having natural hair. Okay. And as we all know, the two different types of hair types that you get at the same time is a little bit to deal with. But I decided after a year just to cut all of my hair off. And once I did that, everything just started to be so much clearer in my life. My confidence was different. How I wore my hair was different. And I just saw a different confident me that I always thought I could be. And just from cutting your hair, it just wasn't a different style. It was a different type of feeling, a different type of look when you look at yourself in the mirror. And you start to attract those type of people into your life. I mean, when you see somebody with natural hair, it's not just, oh, yeah, your hair is cute. It's like, that's a different person, because that quote that you all see around, when a woman changes her hair, she can change the world, it is true.
Yep. All right. Go ahead, Ashley.
Yes. And so once I did that, I started making different friends and being around different people, and I started to feel okay with looking different and being different and not really worrying about what people saw, because I saw something better in myself, and I loved it. And it's not something that I think that I would change. So my journey's been amazing, and I've also been able to inspire my sisters and my cousins and a few friends to actually go natural, and it's been amazing.
That sounds rewarding, Ashley. So how did you feel when you were getting relaxers? Did you have a different type of confidence, or what was that like?
Yeah, I did. It's funny. I always felt kind of weird with my hair being straight. I mean, even when I did have a perm in my hair, I would always try to take what was left after the perm and make it look curly. And it just was something that I've always been attracted to. But I felt like it wasn't me. And I felt like I wasn't being true to myself in a way. I don't know how to really explain that. It just was something that even at a very young age, because I did get a perm at the age of 4 or 5, I just never felt like a perm was something that I really wanted for my hair. And it didn't represent me and who I thought my look would be like.
Mm-hmm. Wow. That's crazy. And that's true, because growing up, we would go to the beauty shop, and Ashley always hated going to the beauty shop. She hated getting her hair done. She hated getting perms. My mom's like, you getting your hair done, so what you mean you're not getting a perm anymore? You need to cut it out.
Yep.
She's like, I don't like it. It hurts. And we'd be like, what? What you mean you're not getting a perm? Because we got perms so young that it was just something we grew up.
Routine.
It was like, this is what we do. What you mean you're not getting one? So.
No, that's how it was too. When I was younger, I can't remember the age I first got a perm, but that was it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And now when I see you and Ashley and your hair, it's like you just seem so free and just, I know it's a lot of hard work, but you just do what you want. I'm tired of having to go and get it. And, see, watching my hair grow in, I'm like, woo, I like this. It's so exciting. Mm-hmm. Ashley, how did you deal with the transition? Because I know you grew your hair, it got to a certain length, and then you cut it off. How did you deal with, having your hair a little shorter?
Well, I actually waited until my hair got at least to a little bit above my shoulder. And, me, I've always cut all my hair, so I've had short hair before. So I knew that if I let it get to that length, I'd be okay. And then once I did it, I felt great. It wasn't anything like, oh, no, my hair is gone, because I just kept thinking about how much new hair is going to grow and what it's going to be like. And I just love my new curl pattern and just playing in that I really didn't worry about how short it was. And I always tell myself, I wish I would have had the guts earlier in my transition just to go just full blown, just chop all my hair off. Yes, so that it'd be a bit more shorter, and I probably would have had a bit more fun with it. But, it takes that courage to go a little shorter. But I was actually fine with the length that it was, because my hair had been that length before. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and talking about the big chop, that's kind of what I did. So listening to you guys from just transitioning and then cutting. So when I cut it, I was like, well, I was used to having like short hair from time to time, so it wasn't that big of a transition for me. But I know that for a lot of people, the big chop is a huge thing for them to do. So what I did was just, but back when I first started, I was like really obsessed with like length checking, and then I just kind of stopped, and then it was like, oh, it's growing. Here we go.
Yeah. Well, Ashley, what advice would you give someone kind of struggling with their self-esteem in their hair? Maybe they haven't found the right products yet, or maybe they're battling if they should go natural. What would you say to them in terms of their self-esteem?
I would always just say to everybody, it never hurts to try. And, going natural is like discovering your true beauty. And it's a beautiful thing. And I definitely think it's something that every woman should experience. And once you experience it, you'll learn to appreciate your natural beauty, that you won't even probably have issues with your self-esteem. It actually helps to boost it and increase it. I mean, even from natural hair, you think about, how can I wear this in the workplace? And that's something that, women kind of struggle with. But there's so many different styles and so many ways you can wear your hair. And, it needs to be embraced in the workplace. We all have different types of hair. And, I feel like when I'm wearing my hair and I represent it, I know I'm going to inspire somebody else. And they're going to feel like, oh, I can wear my hair like that too, because I've seen so many people. And again, like Jessica Mahogany Curl, she really has inspired me so much. And I really just would say to people, just don't be afraid to discover your true beauty, because you'll really find that you can really love yourself differently in ways you never discovered before.
So it sounds like you're kind of comparing it to life in general, that life's a journey, try different things, see what works for you, and that's really the beauty in it.
Exactly.
So that's really great advice. Now, do you have any hair tips for some of us? Because your hair, it's really nice. And it,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I would say the biggest tip is to stick to what you know. I got all excited and got all these products, and this will make your hair grow. And you see hair growth, and you think that all these products are going to work. But the more simple you keep it, the longer your hair will grow. All products are not going to be for everybody, but the biggest tip is just moisturizing your hair, deep conditioning your hair, and just keep the heat off of it. Enjoy your natural curls and let it do its natural thing. I mean, a lot of people start going natural, and then you put a lot of heat on your hair that damages your curls, and you don't even realize what you're doing. It's kind of like you're doing the opposite. You're supposed to be getting your hair like natural, having it the natural way, and then you put all this heat on it and expect it to curl back up. It's not going to work. So you just have to have your expectations kind of in order on what it is you're trying to do, and just stick to what you know. For me, Herbal Essence has been the best product that I've used in my hair.
Hello
it really
Hydration?
works for me.
Are you using Hello Hydration?
It's actually the long distance, or I think it's the long-term relationship. It's in the pink bottle.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Is yours in the yellow bottle?
Mine's in the blue bottle.
Oh, the blue bottle. Okay.
Yes, so that's been something that has been my biggest little secret. I use a lot of coconut oil to moisturize my hair, and I just basically try to make sure I deep condition my hair a lot. And that's been something for me, just keeping it simple.
Mm-hmm. You know, I put you on deep conditioner. I was telling you.
Yeah, you did.
I was telling her for forever.
All right.
Huh? What you say, Ashley?
I said, oh, yeah, you get all the credit for that one, because I wasn't even about that life until you told me.
I would deep condition my hair.
Oh, my God.
Every time I wash, I deep condition.
Yeah.
And I would just leave it on. Like, I was all about it, trying different ones. I'll tell you off before I get on a rampage, but there's these ones that I really like. And I was telling Ashley, she's like, oh, I don't do that. I'm like, you gotta deep condition your hair. And she was like, my hair's just not doing this, not doing that. I kept telling her, you gotta deep condition your hair.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's...
I struggled a lot with it, but the greatest thing is having family and sisters and everyone that would support you. Erica was forever sending me articles and then telling me friends like, Akilah's natural, you can do it too. So it's great to have support. And, I mean, it's been great.
Yeah, and you know, listening to you today, Ashley, like, really kind of inspires me to get back onto my old routine because I have fallen far from it. Mm-hmm. And when I was on it, doing what I know, like you said, my hair was just boom, 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 growing, growing. So I got to get back on it, girl.
All right, Ashley. Well, thank you for talking with us. It was very inspiring, and I'm sure you inspire a lot of other listeners, you know, because like you said, I'm going natural now. You had Bria going naturals. A lot of our cousins started going once you did your hair. So I know a lot of listeners might too. And they might try out some of the tips you gave. We might put some more people onto some herbal essence.
Oh, yes. Well, thank you so much for having me, and everybody listening. Just don't be afraid to discover your true beauty, because it really is beautiful. So thank you guys again for having me on your show.
Thanks,
Thank
Ashley.
you. Bye.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I mean, that was so inspiring and so great because, you know, I think we need, especially, you know, little black girls, need, like, the positive role models and the positive messages out there about their natural hair that they're not getting from everyone else. And I think Ashley really, with her, her saying, don't be afraid to love and discover your true beauty, is truly, truly important.
Yeah. And I think that's so true. I always like to say, embrace what you've been given. Like, there's always something you can do to work with it and make it unique and make it, beautiful. So I really liked when we went to Unstoppable Girls and we saw all those little girls that were natural, just looking around. Because that would have been totally different. Our generation, totally different. I blame just for me. That's what I blame.
I blame just for me. I can't. That's great.
Just for
me.
You know the song.
Exactly. You know, it's important. I think just hair in general is such a big thing in African American, African, Black community.
Yep.
And I think as long as you're not, and I think this applies to everything, how I see things, is as long as you're not damaging your hair in any way, then do what you want. Yeah, try it.
Okay, great. Good place to end. Right. So if you have any questions or comments, you can leave us a comment below or email us as always. And if you'd like to talk about a topic, be a guest, or you want to hear us talk about something, you can email us or leave a comment below, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening to HeartsChat today, where we speak from the heart. We hope that you enjoyed our show. Catch us every Sunday and Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel and on our website, which is HeartsChatRadioshow.com. Be sure to follow us on our social media pages at HeartsChat Radio on Instagram and at HeartsChat on Twitter, Facebook, and Periscope.
We love to hear from you. If you have any comments or questions or topics that you want to hear about, you can email us at HeartsChat@HeartsChatRadioshow.com. And for all of your personal relationship questions, please visit my blog from ericasheart.com. Thank you for listening to HeartsChat, where we speak from the heart.